Hello everyone, I'm Harvey and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. As you can see, I finished 4th overall and 1st in England in the 2021 season in FPL, and I would like to share some tips and tricks to help you along your FPL journey. Let's dive straight into it. So looking back at my game with 22 points, so I got 60 points, which was 14 above the average of 46. So another decent week for me really. Obviously Trent popped in with that 11 pointer against Brentford away from his assist and 2 bonus points. His head obviously wasn't in Madrid in that fixture. So yeah, it came away with a double-digit haul, and just look at that expected goal environments as well. It's just ridiculous for a defender. So yeah, if you haven't got him already, I would definitely buy him if I were you, because he has got that double game week coming up in game week 24 with Bournemouth away and Everton away, and either side of that, the fixtures are really good as well. So yeah, really pleased with him. And obviously the other two double-digit hauls that I got was from Chris Wood and Jean-Philippe Mateta as well. So Chris Wood obviously got a goal and assist against Southampton at home. The goal was well taken, to be fair, and the assist was really lucky. As you can see, 0.02 expected assists. It sort of bounced off him towards, I can't remember who scored, but yeah, it bounced off him, and then obviously that meant that he got the assist. But I'm not going to complain because he also came away with 3 bonus as well. In hindsight, I probably should have captained him, but that was never a consideration in my mind. So yeah, hindsight's a beautiful thing. But yeah, really pleased to own him. And obviously the fixtures do get tougher coming forwards, or going forward rather. But I think from an attacking point of view, the next 4 aren't too bad. Obviously Bournemouth away is a difficult fixture, but Brighton are kind of leaking defence at the moment. And then obviously Fulham away is another harsh fixture, but hopefully he'll come away with a return, and he's returning against anyone. Even Liverpool last week he returned, so the fixtures aren't really a concern for me at the moment, and I'm obviously going to keep Chris Wood for the foreseeable future. And then Jean-Philippe Mateta came away with 2 goals against West Ham away as well. If you saw the penalty, it's probably one of the worst penalties that have ever been scored. He basically dribbled it towards the goal, and Fabianski should have saved it really, but every goal's a goal that counts. So yeah, not going to complain. And obviously he came away with the 3 bonus as well, which meant that he got 13 points. And yeah, if you saw the game, he had lots of shots on target, and shots outside the box as well, and as well as inside the box. So yeah, he's just firing from all cylinders at the moment, and yeah, really pleased to own him. And he's still only selected by 5.9% of people, which I find crazy. But yeah, it's really good that I own him, and obviously the fixtures coming up again are really good. So yeah, no plans to sell him anytime soon, unless obviously he gets a surprise injury. But apart from that, obviously Eze chipped in with assists, as well as Lewis Hall in defence. Eze's just been really consistent since I brought him in. Obviously not getting double-digit hauls because I brought him in game at 20. But he's still really consistent, and that's 3 returns technically in 3 game weeks, so I can't really complain about that. And as I said with Jean-Philippe Mateta, the fixtures coming up are really good. So yeah, again, really pleased to own him. And then obviously Lewis Hall got an assist. He actually had a poor game against Bournemouth at home, who obviously Newcastle lost 4-1 to. So yeah, obviously he came off in the 65th minute, which is a bit of a concern. So I'm not sure if he starts the Southampton away game next week, as you can see. But yeah, in this situation, I'm not going to panic, because I think Livramento played the full 90 against Bournemouth, and then Trippier came on for Hull, which was a bit of a surprise, but at the same time not, because obviously Lewis Hall didn't have a great game. But yeah, he's just been so good recently, either side of that fixture. As you can see with the points totals, it's just ridiculous. So I think he'll start against Southampton away. He might become an issue in the future, but again, as I said with Trent last week, he's not a problem until he becomes a problem. So yeah, happy to own him at the moment. And then obviously the Arsenal defence disappointed once more. Both came away with 1 point. Raya got 2 saves, I believe, so he was 1 save away from gaining a point, which is frustrating. But a lot of people own Raya, so it's not really affecting my rank as such. But yeah, obviously the expected goals against was over 1, which is still quite decent really against a Villa team that aren't that bad. And obviously they like to score a goal in the fixture. So yeah, obviously I'm not going to panic about the Arsenal defence, but you might see that part of my transfer plans this week is to sell one of those two. But obviously the 3 Newcastle players that I have kind of disappointed, apart from Lewis Hall, obviously with that lucky assist. Well, it's from a corner, but they did concede 4 goals. So yeah, obviously an average week, but at the same time I gained rank and I'm nearly inside the top 100k now. So yeah, I'm not going to complain, and we'll focus on next week. So looking at my game week 23 team, obviously it's a Saturday afternoon deadline at 1:30 p.m, which is quite unusual really, because it's normally a 12:30 kickoff, but they're all at 3 p.m. This Saturday, so bear that in mind. But you will see that I've already made a transfer, and that is bringing ALISSON in for David Raya, purely because I think ALISSON is a great keeper and he's a great shot stopper as well. So Liverpool do actually concede more shots than Arsenal, even though they got a clean sheet against Brentford, for example, but ALISSON got, I believe he got 7 saves, yeah, as you can see. So Raya normally gets 6 points or 2 points every game week, which is quite consistent, but at the same time you do want a few more points than that, and ALISSON showed why he's probably a better keeper than Raya in that Brentford fixture, because obviously he got that 7 saves. So yeah, I've brought him in, and purely because the fixtures are a lot better than Arsenal as well, because I believe in 24 Arsenal have Man City at home, whereas Liverpool obviously have that double game week. So I've sort of moved ahead of the curve really, and brought in ALISSON ahead of that Ipswich at home fixture, and either side of that double really, the fixtures are really good, so he might be a long-term hold for me, and I'm really glad to own him for that double game week fixture obviously. So it just made sense, and also he was rising in price, and when I brought him in midweek, he was 5.4, and then he rose in price overnight, so I bought him for 5.4, so obviously he's got that 0.1 saving as well, which every little helps. But yeah, obviously I sold David Raya ahead of the weekend. I may live to regret that this week, because obviously Arsenal have got Wolves away, but as I said previously, they've got City at home in game 24, and the fixtures aren't as great as Liverpool's going forward, as you can see. So yeah, happy with that move, and obviously he's in the team for this week. And then obviously Gabriel, Wolves away, again I'd see them getting a clean sheet there, but they always find a way to concede a low expected goal chance, and then obviously that means that they have that clean sheet wipeout. So yeah, let's see what happens, but yeah, I'm happy to own Gabriel at the moment. And then obviously Lewis Hall, as I discussed in this video, he might not start that Southampton away fixture just purely because of that performance he had against Bournemouth, but I can't see Eddie Howe changing up the team just because of one performance, so he's in for this week. And then obviously Trent's in. I don't need to explain why he's in the team. Obviously Ipswich at home, I can see this being a goal fest, and hopefully he chips in with a goal or an assist or both. But yeah, he's not leaving the team anytime soon. And then obviously Eze, Mr. Consistent at the moment. I'm just hoping that he gets a double-digit haul in the next sort of 4 or 5 game weeks, because it's nice him getting the assist every week, but I would like a little bit more from him if I'm being picky. So yeah, happy to own him against Brentford at home, who are a leaky defence away from home. So yeah, fingers crossed he gets a return or 2. And then obviously Gordon, Southampton away, a really good fixture and probably one of the best fixtures on the calendar. So really happy to own him, and hopefully he will return as he did against Spurs and Wolves. And then Palmer, probably the most, I think he's the 3rd most at the time of recording, transferred out player this week. So yeah, I don't understand why. I know he got 2 points against Wolves, but either side of that he got 3 10-pointers in the last 5 game weeks. So yeah, I'm not sure why people are selling him, and he did actually go down in price overnight on Thursday. Sorry. So yeah, I'm not sure why, because obviously the fixtures coming up are really good as well. Just look at that: Southampton at home and Leicester at home in 27 and 28. So yeah, I will be holding on to him and possibly playing him this week. He's in the team at the moment, but Rodgers on the bench. I'll just quickly discuss him. Obviously, the 3 fixtures coming up are really good, but after that I'll probably sell him on to someone else. So yeah, there is an argument as to playing Rodgers instead of Palmer this week, but I just see City as a leaky defence at the moment, so that red fixture on paper is a bit of a scam because I believe City are one of the weakest defences at the moment, as they conceded 4 goals to PSG midweek. So yeah, I will be playing Palmer probably, unless I have a drastic change, but I doubt that will change between now and the deadline. And obviously the most obvious captaincy choice, I think every man and their dog are going to captain Mohamed Salah this week, purely because obviously at Ipswich at home is probably the best, if not Southampton at home, the best fixture in the calendar. So he's just a talisman for Liverpool, and hopefully he will up the returns that he's got recently, because he's only returned once in the last 3, which is unheard of if you look at the past points that he's actually collected. So yeah, he's not a concern in terms of the previous 3 fixtures, so he's definitely going to be the captain for me. There is an argument to go for Isak instead, because Southampton away is, as I said before, one of the best fixtures in the calendar. But yeah, I just think the extra point for a goal and the clean sheet for Salah, because he's a midfielder, I think that it tips it in his favour really. So yeah, I will be going Salah as the captain, and obviously Bournemouth away for Chris Wood. Not the best fixture, but he can return against anyone at the moment, so he's in. Mateta, as I discussed previously, with Eze, the fixtures coming up are really good, and Brentford are leaky away from home. So hopefully he will get another double-digit haul, like that 13-pointer against West Ham away, which was kind of unexpected, but welcome at the same time. And then obviously Valdemarson is a non-playing goalkeeper, so I'm not going to waste my breath on speaking about whether I play him or ALISSON. And then obviously Konsa, West Ham at home, is a decent fixture on paper, but I still think they'll concede, and they always find a way to concede. So I'd rather play Lewis Hall against Southampton away than Konsa with West Ham at home, but again, that might be something that changes before now and the deadline. And then obviously last on my bench is Aït-Nouri. I'm still surprised that I've actually got Aït-Nouri in my team. But maybe it might be a case, as I mentioned in previous videos, where I just hold on to him until that decent Premier League fixture run from sort of 27 onwards, as you can see. So yeah, maybe I'll be patient and keep him last on my bench until then. But yeah, for now he's just obviously there as a backup if I need him, which I don't for this week. But yeah, that's the team for this week. Obviously Salah captain, Isak vice. Hopefully we'll get another green arrow and move into the top 100k. But good luck with your teams, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for watching this episode. If you could please like, subscribe and comment on what I should do next, that would be great. See you in the next one.